Welcome back, everybody. So today is going to be the part 2 of the series of reviewing this company, Goldn Paydirt. And this is the 5XL Elite bag. It's supposed to guarantee 1 nugget. Also supposed to have 5 times more gold. I've already classified it down, see if we can find any nuggets. This is what we're going to be running through the sluice. If you haven't seen part 1, go back and check out my part 1 where we reviewed 2 little bags of the same company. The next company I'm going to review is this one right here. So I bought 2 of these, Bering Sea Gold. And we'll see how much gold comes out of here, and we'll do the same thing, run it through the return of investment calculations, and then see where we're at. So right now I'm going to start, let's run through this pay dirt. Let's see what we get. And then it talks about 5 times more gold, but then it doesn't actually specify, you know, no guarantee gold on how much. So when they say 5 times, I mean, I just kind of leery when they just put that out there without having a kind of a guaranteed amount. But I'm going to run through this and see what we come up with. Like I said, this is 2 pounds. This bag was 2 pounds. In part 1, both those bags I've done, they were each 200 grams. And I didn't yield much out of that one. You have to go to that video. You can see how much actually I yielded gold-wise and what the ROI was. Return of investment wasn't much. This one I'm interested to see because it says guaranteed nugget. But once I search through the classification, little pebbles, and see what we got there, and see how much, see if we have any nuggets in there at all. Right. I'm going to finish running all through this off camera, and then we'll come back. We'll take a look at the sluice box and see if we see any gold in it. And then we'll clean out the sluice box, and then we'll take it from there. So I'll see you in a little bit. All right, so all pay dirt, it's all been ran through. And as you can see, there are some bigger pieces of gold in the box. And we are gonna run through the tailings right here also. But let me get this all cleaned out, and I'll show you what's on the bottom of the small bucket I'm gonna dump it in. All right. So, hold on. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see all that, but there are definitely some flakes of gold in there. I'm going to pan this out, and then I'm going to weigh it up, and I'll see you when I start weighing it up. All right, see you in a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a few days. You know, life happens, things get in the way, but it's time to weigh up the part 2 from the 5XL Nugget Reserve Elite bag that was supposed to guarantee a nugget. Now, it did produce, you know, 2 good sized flakes, but this is kind of what came out of it. You can hear it's kind of chunky. Let's pour that in there. And it looks like it comes out to 1.65. 1.65. And as you look in there, you can definitely see some chunky. There's two big, good chunky size pieces of gold there, but they're, I wouldn't call them nuggets. I would call them more like flakes. So I took that to a jeweler, and they used their little gun they have to check out how much carat, each of them were. So the larger flake came out to actually 24 carats of gold, which was very surprising. And then the next size down, the other flake came out to 20 carats of gold. And then she put all the little fine pieces of gold together, and she came out with about 19 carats of gold. So all in all, that's kind of good high quality gold. So in our first video, we did the Nugget Reserve Museum Specimen Chase, and those two bags, this is a recap, they were $55. You buy a bag for $55, you get a bag free, and we netted about 0.080 grams of gold. And now this one, we just weighed this, we've netted 0.165 grams of gold. So out of both of them, we came up with 0.245 grams of gold, which in today's market will equal about $33.90. Now, totally in with $155. That's not including shipping or tax. I did just straight bags of gold, and because shipping and tax is going to all depend on wherever you're buying it from. But all in all, after everything is said and done, the return of investment of everything that I just did in these two videos was about 22%. To me, I would like to see it more, 60 or 70% of return investment. Panning is great and it's fun, but I would like to see a little bit more gold content. And again, this company is Goldn Paydirt, and they do a lot of advertisement, a lot of spamming with your emails. They show large amounts of gold, which a lot of times, that's one of their main complaints on the Better Business Bureau. But you have to read the fine print when you buy from them. Of course, it's not guaranteed, even though they're showing a bunch of pictures. But I do have to say, I do like panning through their gold. I wish it was more in a bag. The guaranteed nugget, I wish that was more. I wish I actually got a nugget that was, about possibly half a gram. That would have been nice as one nugget, Everything else could be fine gold. But all in all, I probably would not buy from this company again, only because out of all the bags, 22% return of investment. I would like to see more of 60 or 70%. I know some places, companies, they're yielding like, your return investment is like 90%, which is nice. And I'll be reviewing some of them in upcoming videos. So my next video, I'm going to start a whole new review of, and it's called Bering Sea Gold. They're two little bags. They're $25 a piece. And that will be my next video drop. After that, I did go to Home Depot and I bought some play sand. And the 50-pound bag of play sand for like almost $7. And I'll pan through all that. I'll show, a lot of it, but I won't show you all because 50 pounds can be a lot to get through. But and through my sluice, I'll probably have to do, a couple little few clean outs just to make sure, if there's any fine pieces of gold, it's going to catch it, So, and that's going to be upcoming videos. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. share it. It does really help the channel. And I'm just starting out. I'm learning as I go, and it's just a fun hobby for me. So thank you all again. See you next time.